Alrighty, you all know where this is, and you know what this is and what this means. I don't even have to say it. Now, they did not have our tags, but I am with Andy of Metro on the Move. We'll be starting out the first 5 days here on the AT. Do intend to complete a through hike for 2025. They've got a year to do it, and you know, Grandma Gatewood made it, 67 years old, and I think she did it 3 times, so I like my odds. It's cold. It's January the 1st. People don't tend to finish if they start when it's cold like this, but the way I'm doing it is a little different. I'm only going to be spending a certain amount of days in the cold and trying to get the Georgia section at the very least done. Like to ideally get all the way to Fontana Dam done before the Smokies, before March 1st, which is my birthday. And so that was my plan. So I want to knock out Georgia and North Carolina if possible, which I think is very doable within a 3-month time frame, and then it'll be a lot more on trail steady time. That's how I'm working this, and that's what'll be going on. So if you want to watch an older guy go hike in the woods and maybe act a fool every now and then, consider subscribing to the Atypical Hiker channel, and we will see you on the trail. Oh, by the way, I got number 4. Well, we have made it to the parking lot. Ron's shuttle just dropped us off, gave us a Tootsie Pop. So I'll get to find out how many licks it takes to get to the center. Got to hike up the top of Springer and get the hike started. There it is.
My wife would like to be up here with me.
I get to sign the log. Finally, my turn has come. It's unbelievable. It's surreal. It's a little cold. There it is. Put the log in the box. Go down and touch the first blaze. Right. Kind of got a little bit of view, but man, let me tell you, the wind is blowing and it's cold. It's cold. All right, there it is.
Take the picture. Over here.
There it is. I didn't touch it last time I was here. I get to touch it this time. All right, we have made it to our first lunch stop, Stover Creek Shelter. Boom! Had a little snacky lunch. I don't cook lunches. And we're going to try to make it a Hawk Mountain Shelter here for day 1 and close it down. It's a beautiful day to be out on trail, but it is cold. All right, day 2, very, very cold night. Hawk Mountain Shelter. They got bare cables, and there's at least 2 bare boxes, so it was cold.
It was cold last night. We had snow inside our tents.
Yeah, and we had to wipe it out, and it didn't thaw, and it still...
It snowed inside the tent,
yeah.
And then you could shuffle out.
But I heard if you don't breathe, that won't happen.
No condensation.
There'll be no condensation.
Yeah, so you just have to breathe.
So the alternative is, yeah.
To breathe outside the tent.
Well, we could get one of those scuba snorkels and run a pipe outside the tent.
Dude, we could make that gear up.
Okay, let's do it. Everybody would love to hold that thing in their mouth all night, wouldn't they?
Steam pipe. Who's that guy?
I don't know. These hobos that live at these shelters, I don't know, man. Yeah, let's sign the log, and we'll try to make it to Goose today, huh? No, not try. We have to make it to Goose today.
And I hope we don't freeze again like we did last night.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be colder. Sorry.
Oh, I don't think it matters 2 or 3 degrees at that point.
No, not when it's this cold. I was ill as a hornet this morning.
How ill does a hornet get?
Well, they'll just keep coming at you till you get rid of them.
Why are they so mad all the time?
I don't know. They're mean.
In their blood.
Stereo snoring. Gooch Gap shelter. All right, so we are day, heck, I don't know, what is this, sir? Day 3, I guess. Morning of? Yeah, this is the morning of the 3rd day. We're at Gooch Mountain Shelter, and I'm headed up to the Privy. If you walk that way, you'll come to a spring, a little pipe. You get water coming right out of the ground.
I'm freezing.
Gooch Mountain Shelter.
I pooped with you.
No. That Privy's pretty nasty when you lift that lid up and see all the stains. You know?
I heard the boom. I heard whatever.
You heard that?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Thanks.
Well, I didn't get that on video, and nobody needed to know about that.
Oh.
That's closing the lid, man. Or shutting the door, one or the other.
Okay, Kevin.
10:40.
All right, I'll take a picture of you.
All right, so tell me what viewpoint this is again.
Well, we're just south of Ramrock Mountain.
Well, this isn't Ramrock.
This is kind of like mini Ramrock. I don't know what the actual terminology for it, but the
It's a good view, though.
I think it's actually better because you don't get to see any of the development that's right around the corner. So this is more of an undeveloped view. You can kind of see a little bit out there, but again, this.
And so, where have we come from? All the way over there, or all the back this way?
That way. 'Cause it
Back
kinda
this way.
zigzags
Yeah.
like that.
But we were over there looking at this one, weren't we, just a minute ago?
We were way over there. Yeah, we were over there looking at this.
Okay.
So you can kind of see how it went over here. You can kind of see how they overlap. So it's kind of boom, 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 and then you'll see. You'll see where we're going. You'll see Blood Mountain next.
Well, it's a beautiful view.
Yeah.
An enjoyable day for sure. Okay, so it's really windy. I'm standing in the lee of this thing to try to keep the wind from making too much noise on the recording. Yeah. We made it to Woody Gap. Weather's good, but the wind is strong. It's the cold front coming in. You can dump trash here. You've got pit toilets here. They had no toilet paper. Bring your own. I'm gonna dump my trash and we get back with my group over here, baby. We are having a great day. The one way over there?
Way all the way out there by itself?
Yeah.
Not the one on the,
I see it.
but the one in the back.
Yeah, I
with the
see
stone on
it. Yeah.
That's Yona Mountain.
That's Yona. Okay,
That's
okay.
where I found that crook
If
point.
that's Yona Mountain, then that's Helen, Georgia.
Yeah, Helen's over that way.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it's just beautiful
So
up
I've
here.
camped on the top of that mountain.
I imagine it was pretty breezy.
So when you were at Yona, where did you start?
So we're on the top of Cedar or something. I don't know. We just came up out of Woody Gap. This is the best view of the trip so far. It's pretty incredible.
And that's where you did? Okay, yeah, we've been to that park.
Pretty incredible.
Campground there.
No. I camped on the top of the mountain.
No. Where you parked and walked up. That's what I was at.
There's the Durston. We made it to Lance Creek. Is it Lance Creek Campground? That's where we're at.
Lance Creek.
Everybody's here. It's going to be supposedly the coldest night on this particular hike. Getting ready to make some mashed potatoes for dinner. It's cold. Let's see. The Fitville shoes have done really well. I've been impressed with them. What else? My hard land puffy that I bought years ago. I really fell in love with the inside huge pockets for your toilet kit or your water filter kit, and it's got them on both sides, so I recommend this jacket. It's kind of good. What else? Been going with the bought a new Nightcore light. I'm enjoying it. Just going to enjoy the evening, eat dinner, go to bed, and try to stay warm. So it is at 1:30 in the morning. My Climate went flat on me after I rotated over onto my side. Next thing I know, it's going flat. So I don't know if it busted at one of the seams or what, but at 1:30 in the morning, there's not a whole lot you can do. I think this is the 5th time I've used this one, but it still looks good. It's not even nasty or anything. But so this is why I always carry a closed cell foam pad with me, because I don't trust these things. And you know, it would have been a bad night without this closed cell foam pad. Luckily, we'll take out at Neel Gap, and so this was the last night on trail anyway. So not that big of a deal, and Climate's been really good about their warranty with stuff, so I'm not even concerned about it. But just something every hiker, especially if you're hiking in cold weather, even if you're not in cold weather, doesn't hurt to have this closed cell foam pad as a backup for these air mattresses. Because as you know, let's flip this around. As a heavier hiker, I don't think those pads are made for me. So I don't even know what I weigh. I know I'm less than 300 pounds now. I'll find out soon enough. I'm gonna go to the doctor again. But yeah, I think they're rated for, like, they test them with 500-pound weights on them or something. But that doesn't account for you moving around and this, that, and the other. I don't have anything super pokey in my pockets, but anyway, that happened. Stuff like that is going to happen on trail. The other thing that happened, my Durston tent, the zipper tightened, zipping the vestibule all the way down. Right at the very end, it gets really tight sometimes when you get to the very end of the stroke of the zipper, and some of the stitching pulled out on that. So I'm gonna have to restitch that when I get home. But I'm off trail after I get full day's hike into Neel's Gap. Get off trail. Got to do some gear adjustments. Replace the sleeping pad, obviously, and go from there. 23 degrees at Lance Creek campsite this morning. You're on video.
I know, look.
Oh, you got that hand warmer?
I was like, my crotch is on fire.
Well, I will say it is worth bringing these hot hands. Yeah. And you needed to come and give the tip, or you can do that on your channel about how to heat up the gas can and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you can...
No, you came up with it. I can't steal your thunder.
Well, I appreciate that.
I won't. I would have never thought of it.
If you put hot hands inside of your rehydration bag with your fuel canisters, it will help the gas circulate more naturally. So use a hot hands for that. But also, if you put a hot hands in your buff,
that I did it. Listen to him here.
if you do this, that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm staying warm on the back of my neck.
So with that hot hand on the back of your neck, it's amazing how warm it keeps you. Or at least it fools. Just like the same kind of trick with that AC thing that they have, that cooling towel. Mm-hmm. It does something for your brain, I guess. I don't know.
I like it. Well, that's where my hot hand went, straight from my crotch to my neck.
But Andy needs to get moving because he doesn't have as much padding as we do. And he's freezing. We'll see you up the trail. 23 degrees. Yee. All right, how about a little trail time? That's where we came from. That's where we're going. Shout out to Craig Maines. He always says that. It's beautiful out here. One of the things that you're gonna get if you hike early, as I understand it, is you're gonna have the views that if you wait till late February, early March, you're going to be socked in the mornings with fog, and you're not going to have the views. Now, the other thing, and it's not something that I have to worry about so much, because the way I'm doing this is I'm going to get on trail and I'm going to watch weather reports. I've got work to do. I'll go do some work, come back, get back on trail. But I could see where, you know, they say all these people that start early like this in January, they quit. And I can tell you why they quit. Because it's too cold. And if you have gear failures on top of wet, cold misery, well, number one, you're in a life-threatening situation that you've got to get yourself out of. If you get wet and then the temperatures go down like I'm facing and we faced, you're in a life-threatening situation. But you've got to set yourself up to where you know you can make it. I have the option, and that's what I'll do. I'll come back, get all the sections, hopefully all the way up to Fontana, done before March. That way I don't have to hike with the bubble. They will catch me because I can't hike 15, 20 miles a day. I can't do that. But it'll take them a while. But I'm enjoying it. It's beautiful. And yeah, this type of weather would be demoralizing. Couple that with gear failures, yeah, it would hurt you. So keep that in mind. If you want to hike early on the AT, it's going to be hard to do because of the weather. And you can see we've got great weather, but it's cold. I mean, it's bitter cold. And you have got to have gear that will handle this, or you're going to be in trouble. You're going to freeze and you're not going to sleep well. I tried to be as prepared as I could, and I still feel like I could have done better. So take that from atypical, flush it, or take it to heart. It's beautiful out here. Well, we made it up to the top of Blood Mountain, and there's like 30 people up here. So much for a quiet lunch. The shelter's right that way through the rock. It says there's a privy. I don't see it. And I'm not walking way down off the ridge to find it. So, Blood Mountain, my experience, too many people, and it is freezing, bitter cold winds. I'm getting off of this thing. Ooh, that wind almost blew me over. It is bitter cold on the top of Blood Mountain. The wind is just insane. And to take your glove off just to do a video, whoo, my goodness, I'm talking, my hand hurts, baby. But there is a gorgeous view. It is a beautiful day, and the sun is shining. The sun is shining. 360 pano, top of Blood Mountain overlook. I got to get down off of this thing. So I come up with a couple of new songs on this trip. One of them's, if there ain't no privy, you gotta dig a hole in the ground. If there ain't no privy, you gotta dig a hole in the ground. And I can't think of the rest of it right now, but yeah, the other one was, I got to get up off of this mountain, 'cause it's too cold up here. It's freezing. Freezing at the top of Blood Mountain. My, you can see that wasn't frozen coming up, even though it's been really cold this morning, but I got up there and my drink started freezing, so I got to get up off of this mountain, 'cause it's too cold up here. Made the mountain crossings. I'm gonna go sign the log, use the restroom, get something to drink. Here's the bathrooms. Logs in here. I've watched enough of my favorite through hikers to know. Be back in a couple of weeks. Sign it again. Start no bow. Woo! It was a little windy. I was trying to come over here and stand against the building or something, you know. A little bit. Here's the tradition. Get your pizza at Mountain Crossings.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.